The concept of a Satanic New World Order is a notion that has been perpetuated by various conspiracy theories, suggesting that a group of powerful individuals or organizations are working together to create a one-world government that aims to control and oppress the masses. One of the ways this alleged group is believed to be exerting their control is through the use of climate change propaganda. According to this line of thinking, the Satanic New World Order is using the threat of climate change to manipulate the public, impose draconian regulations, and ultimately, to establish a totalitarian regime. Proponents of this theory argue that the climate change narrative is being used to create a sense of fear and urgency, which in turn allows governments and other powerful entities to implement policies that restrict individual freedoms and erode national sovereignty. They point to the fact that many of the proposed solutions to climate change, such as carbon taxation, Green New Deals, and sustainable development goals, require significant expansion of government power and a reduction in personal liberties. For instance, the idea of a carbon tax is seen as a way to control people's behavior, dictating what they can and cannot do, and punishing those who do not comply. Moreover, conspiracy theorists argue that the climate change agenda is being driven by a small group of powerful individuals and organizations, including billionaire philanthropists, international banks, and government agencies. They claim that these entities are using their wealth, influence, and resources to shape public opinion, silence dissent, and push for policies that serve their own interests, rather than the greater good. The fact that many of these organizations are also invested in renewable energy technologies and green infrastructure is seen as evidence that they are using the climate change narrative to enrich themselves and consolidate their power. Furthermore, the Satanic New World Order conspiracy theory also suggests that the climate change agenda is being used to promote a secular, humanist worldview that is antithetical to traditional values and beliefs. Proponents of this theory argue that the emphasis on environmentalism and sustainability is being used to undermine the influence of Christianity and other religions, and to promote a pagan, earth-worshipping ideology that is more in line with the values of the New World Order. They point to the fact that many climate change activists and organizations are also advocating for population control, abortion, and LGBTQ+ rights, which are seen as part of a broader agenda to dismantle traditional morality and values. However, it is essential to note that there is no credible evidence to support the existence of a Satanic New World Order or the idea that climate change is being used as a tool for oppression. The overwhelming scientific consensus is that climate change is a real and pressing issue, caused by human activities such as the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation. The proposed solutions to climate change, such as transitioning to renewable energy sources and increasing energy efficiency, are based on sound science and are intended to mitigate the worst impacts of climate change, rather than to control or oppress people. In conclusion, while the idea of Satanic New World Order using climate change propaganda to oppress us may be a compelling narrative for some, it is essential to approach this topic with a critical and nuanced perspective. The available evidence suggests that climate change is a real and pressing issue that requires a collective response, rather than a tool for manipulation and control. Rather than relying on conspiracy theories and misinformation, we should focus on promoting a fact-based discussion about climate change and its solutions, and work together to address this global challenge in a way that is equitable, just, and sustainable for all.